GingerGM.
Right, hello and welcome to the stream. I haven't streamed for a while, so it's good to be back. So hello to all of you out there who've seen my streams before, and any new faces as well. Hello to you. I believe this might be streaming on chess.com as well, which is cool. And we'll have a bit of fun today. We're gonna have a look at some puzzles, play a bit of Blitz. So I've got some questions I want to get you involved with as well, so you guys can, you can have a go at solving some puzzles at the same time. Use your brain as well as my brain. Thank you for Kato Kid for renewing his subscription. So the reason I haven't actually streamed for a while is I've been playing quite a lot of chess recently. I've just finished playing in the British Knockout Championships, which only ended at the weekend. There was 12 of us. I got through the first round, and in the quarterfinals I had to play, well, I think it's fair to say the best British player of all time, Mickey Adams. He's been rated #1 in England for a long time. He's been, World Championship finalist before, FIDE World Championship finalist, and one of the top 10 players for a long time. And we had 2 games. I did all right. I mean, I nearly beat him in the first game. Very interesting game. Maybe I'll show you that game later on. And I got smashed in the second game, so that's fine. I can already see that we have someone moaning about, I don't know, Ben Feingold's name being banned. Obviously lacking a bit of a sense of humour there. All a bit of fun. I don't really want to make this a chat about Feingold. I think I've got better things to do in my life, like slit my wrists or something. No, I mean, come on, but Feingold's great at what he does. He does things differently, and of course, the reason I was annoyed with him in the first place was he was he was quite rude. But he's quite a rude chap at times. But I think you've got to take it with a pinch of salt. We had our match. He beat me convincingly. I'd like to try to get a revenge match, but we'll see if that happens in the future. But he does his thing in his own way. And anyone who gets annoyed, just chill the hell out, will you? Or bugger off. As simple as that. That's, I always get people like, saying, oh, I don't like the way you do things, stuff like that. My simple answer to that is, turn off, go away. I don't want you here. If you don't like what I do, just go away. Simple. Let's just keep, I just want to clarify that straight away. Just straight away. Let's make that as clear as we can. By the way, I think someone donated as well. That's very kind of you. Was that a donation? VNK4. Thank you very much for your donation. That's a nice way to get things rocking and rolling. So let's start off with a puzzle, shall we? Let's start off with a puzzle. Now, this puzzle you may have seen before, but I came across this puzzle and the next puzzle, and I thought they were fantastic puzzles, brilliant puzzles. And the puzzle was posted actually on the chess.com forum. Thank you for everyone who's subscribing as well for going along. That's great of you to subscribe. And this one I thought was a brilliant example of a fortress. Now, I know Merry Hatman has said he's seen this before. I've got one after this you may not have seen, but I just really like this puzzle, and I could look at this more than once. We're looking at a position here where white is actually a point up if you're counting points, but that does not matter. And the problem is that black has this rook. He has this strong rook, and rooks are very good later on in the game. They become stronger in the ending, and they're very good when they have open lines to work along. For example, total open line here, it can work along. And after the next move, it was black to move, rook h2, it kind of looks like white is lost, I would say, because the bishop is attacked, and if the bishop moves, Hey Plocrux, and hello everyone else who's come along. Like I say, I'm just getting back into streaming now. I'm not going anywhere really until New Year now. I'm playing in the oldest ever chess tournament, the Hastings tournament at New Year. But apart from that, I'm aiming to stream a lot more over the next couple of weeks, so maybe I'll be seeing a lot more of some of you. But anyway, the rook came in here, and it looks like white's lost. Because if the bishop moves, let's say it moves here or here, black can take this pawn here, and I think this is a losing position for white. The bishop is very bad, I don't know where it moves to, and the black king can slowly probably come into the position, and I think this should be winning because the rook is so strong and the rook is so active. So when I looked at this, I thought, well, this must just be losing for white. But then there's an amazing defense here. And this is an example. This is an example of computers getting the position totally wrong. Because if you put this position onto a computer, I don't know about AlphaZero, but any commercial computer, all computers will say that white is losing here. You know, try it yourself. Try it yourself. Go and put this position on a computer. They think white's losing. But there is a way that white can draw. So there's an amazing way that white can get a draw using a theme called a fortress. So a fortress where you basically, you know, your opponent can't break through. And there's no way he can get through into your position. So anyone got any suggestions how you can do that? Thank you for your kind comments, Alex. Can't wait to see your match against Feingold get defeated again. Lovely to have you here, Alex, in the chat. You know, a pleasure as always, sir. So anyone see an idea for white? What is an idea for white? It's white's move, your bishop is attacked, and this is a very hard puzzle, so I'm probably not going to... I'm not going to sort of, you know, I'll probably show you, demonstrate it to you rather than you guys have any idea. So what is the thing? Any idea here? What is the idea? What is the idea? I'll try out some moves in a second. Am I coming to Tata Steel this year? You know what? I've never been to Tata Steel, Jobius. I'm actually just got invited a couple of days ago to a tournament in Amsterdam. And I got invited by a friend of mine, and there's a tournament at the start of March in Amsterdam for 10 days. It's in a cafe, yes, in Amsterdam, in the centre of Amsterdam, right near the train station in Amsterdam. And it's a pub stroke cafe, if you know what I mean. And the pub does great Belgian beer, and it's played in this pub right by the main train station. So I can't wait. I love Amsterdam. I can't wait to get over there. It's going to be fantastic. Am I coming to Edinburgh soon? I love Edinburgh as well, but I have no plans to come to Edinburgh at the moment, but you know, I'd love to. Okay, so we have some ideas. Well, someone suggested bishop takes d5, and I can see the idea is to try to get a passed pawn. You know, you've got 3 passed pawns here, but this position is definitely lost for white because there's no way you're going to be able to use these pawns. I mean, you can defend for a little bit, like king e2, but again, the black king is so active. And if you ever push this pawn, you'll lose it. And I just don't think you'll be able to survive this position, you know, at all with white. I mean, you're a whole rook down and you haven't got fortress. This rook can easily move around, I assume. I could be wrong, but I think that's right. What other ideas do we have? Well, Merry Hatman has seen the answer. So we'll go to him in a second. And it's all right, Alex. I'll let you off. It was. I think when I set up Mobot, you can put on Mobot a list of names that are banned, and I think the person who I got to set up Mobot put Ben Feingold in as a joke. You know, it was actually a joke. Just calm down if you're a Ben Feingold lover. You know, that's fine. That's fine. You can love the Feingold. You can love him. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's just a joke. I'll try to change Mobot in the future. What's the name of the tournament in Amsterdam, by the way? It's a closed tournament, so it's only all play all. It's called the Batvaria closed tournament, I think. I bet I'll let you know in future when that is. So the idea here is the way you win this. So if someone's saying bishop f1 and the rook can't get in, let's have a look at that. So if you go bishop to f1, hello Charlie, am I being a bit noisy? The reason I got a chair next to me here is because it's my cat's chair. Charlie the chess cat is sitting on that chair. You can't see him. Let's see if you can see him, shall we? There you go. Look, he's floating about in space. There you go. Can you see him? Ginger cat. Happy ginger cat there. He seems pretty happy, doesn't he? And now I've just ruined my bloody camera. Great. Okay. Oh no. Come on, camera. Get your act together, booyah. That's better. That will have to do. I don't know what the mic's doing there. There you go. Out the way, mic. And I seem to have lost a bit of my head. Wah, wah, wah. Okay. So, yeah, maybe this is a way to try and draw. Let's have a look at this one. Let's have a look. What's going on with this blimmin' camera? Okay, let's try that. Is that any better? I don't know. Oh, that'll do. And well, let's see. If I was black here, how would I try to win this? Well, I would probably just take the pawn on F1, on F2. This is the problem. King here, and now something like Rook F3, and I'm going to win another pawn because I'm forking those two pawns, and I'm just going to win this quite easily. So that's not the right answer either. But as Merry Hatman is saying, the way to draw this is quite unbelievable. White gives up the bishop. Now, watch this. This is quite a hard one to gather. But you either go King E2 or King E1, giving up the bishop. So let's say King E1, and this is a fantastic move. The computer now gives this as -4. So 4 pawns down for white. But after rook takes G2, the idea of this problem is that the black rook can never infiltrate into the position. So it can never get anywhere like here. So the drawing idea is King F1, stopping the rook coming to G1. The black rook has to go to H2. And now it wants to come to H1. So we stop it coming to H1, King G1, and now what does the rook do? How does the rook come in? So let's say the rook goes back to H8, and it looks even here to me that black should be winning this somehow. Surely the rook can get in or something, but it's not. This position is just a draw. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. For example, here, what you've got to do as white, you've got to stop the rook coming into any squares like I've highlighted. You've got to stop a pawn break over here. And you've also got to stop the black king getting into the position. If the black king gets somewhere like D3, then of course you're losing because the black king would take your pawns. But you can do that. You can do that. The reason you don't go rook H4 is... Wah, wah, wah. I need my sound effect button for that. So rook to H8 is played. And let's have a look. I would be mad as well, Plocrux. It's very frustrating. For example, King G2. And all we need to do is cover these two squares for now. So how does black try to win? Let's say that black tries to bring his king in. And black tries to get his rook into the position as well. So King F6. The idea is King F5, King E4. One idea. And the other idea is Rook E8, Rook E2. So how do we stop that? What is the move you should play as white now? So what is the best way to get a draw here? And please get involved with the show today. This is an interactive show. Enough singing. Well, most of you have got the right idea. You need to block all of these squares. Hello, Charlie. Hello. Hello. Sorry, I've probably ruined the camera again now. Great. Hello. And we need to do all that. And the way to do that is by playing F3. Because this deals with issue number 1. And issue number 1 is now the black king cannot come in. Because the black king can never, ever come across this file. This file, I love the colour blue. This file is completely, you can't get the king across it. For example, king here. So what? Where's the king going to go next? It can't come to any of these squares because my pawns cover all these squares. They defend every single square. The black king can never come round this way because, well, it's not going to work, is it? It can't come here or here because my pawns cover those squares. So the black king cannot come in. So after f3, let's say black now played a5, and black is just playing a useful move here. What move should you play now as white? So everyone get involved. Everyone get involved. What should white now play in this position? White to play here. What should you now play? Hello, microphone. Okay, so what should you play? What should you play now? There's only one way to try and draw. Well done. Hello, Lord Calcifer. Yeah, all you need to do is stop black from coming in. So you've got to control this square and this square. So you just wait. For example, king f2 would be a losing move because now the black rook can come in and start taking your pawns. But if you go king g1, you're stopping the black rook coming in. Now, the thing I love about this puzzle, and this is the biggest mistake that lower rated players play. So, you know, if you're trying to improve, you guys at home, I think one of the biggest mistakes I used to see when I used to teach a lot of chess to improving players is that players who, you know, they don't think about their opponent's ideas enough. And this whole puzzle is stopping your opponent. So you have to think about what your opponent's trying to do, and it makes you think in the right way. That's how you get better at chess. So now you're covering these two squares. So let's say a4 is played. What should you play now? What should you play now as white? White to play here. What move should white play in this position? What move should white play here? Any idea? And it's not easy for white. Okay, well done, everyone. Yeah, we just want to keep it closed. This would be a horrible mistake because now the black rook has another open file to come into. And if I was black here, I would move my rook to b3 and I'd take on a3 and I'd win because my a pawn would become a queen. So you need to keep it close. So b4. And now let's say black tries king g5. He's getting his king as near as possible. What should we play now? Come on, let's make sure we can draw this one. White to play and draw now. What should you do now? What should you play now? Okay, there's only... Okay, well done, A, B, it, and H, Branny, and everyone else. Just king G2. We wait. So what should... Okay, let's say rook H7. Now we just wait. King G1. And now let's say black tries rook E7. Black is trying to come in here. What do you play now? How do you draw now? And even a computer in this position thinks that black is completely winning. How do you draw here? This is a new idea. You've got to look at what your opponent's trying to do and you've got to stop it. Yeah, Andrew and everyone else, you have it right. All you've got to do is cover these two squares. So you either play king f1 or king f2. Let's say king f2. The rook can't come in. The king can't come in. You've basically blocked out these two pieces. I think it's amazing because you're a whole rook down. Let's say king f5. What do you play now to draw? King f5. The black king's not going anywhere. It's blocked. What do we play now? What is the draw now in this position? The draw now is king f1. We just wait. It's very important you have this pawn on d2 because you need to cover the e3 square. You need to stop that rook coming in. So I really like that puzzle. I think that's a lot of fun. Show the rook e4 idea. Well, if you go rook e4 as black, you could easily lose this position because I would take this one. And now if you play king takes, well, I'm 2 pawns up. So I think white will just be winning. Probably g4. Maybe I go king f2 first. If you take this pawn, I go king f3. And this g pawn is too quick. If you go here, I'm going to queen the g pawn. Probably, I haven't really counted this, as you can probably guess. But I queen first, and I'm probably winning here. So, so that was one draw. Okay, I'm going to show you another fortress now. So this one you may not have seen, and this one was actually. Oh, let me just put another screen on. This is my favourite pawn, and me pushing Harry up the board. This one was actually composed by ex-world champion Smyslov. And again, this one is a bit similar, and this one really surprised me. Really surprised me because in this position, black is a piece up, he's a bishop up. And also, this knight is trapped. But again, this position is a draw. So I'm going to just show you again because the pawns are locked. And this is another important thing to bear in mind when you're playing. Locked pawns means that there's no pawn breaks. There's no pawn breaks here. And in this position, how do you draw this? Well, let's play a couple of moves. Knight b8 attacking the rook, rook d6, and now the best move is to give up the knight. So all of a sudden, black is 2 bishops up, and now I'm going to ask you a good problem. It is white to play and draw. How does white try to draw this position? So you're 2 pieces down. You want to get a fortress, a blockade. A blockade. That picture composed by Smyslov. Yeah, I think that would have broken Smyslov's eyes if he'd have done that last one. Very good. Lots of maybe you have seen this before. I can't remember, but very, very good, everyone. Who has suggested giving up the rook? So in this fortress, you're actually a whole rook and bishop down, but there's no way, funnily enough, that black can win. I mean, before we have a look at this, let's have a look at rook g5. Now, I don't know if this one I would have thought is a bit trickier because black can play bishop h6. And if you play h4, I now move my king because I want to play bishop takes rook and then either f4 or h4. But I don't want to take here and allow this. This would obviously be a draw. This is a dead draw. But what I do want to do, I want to move my king first. And let's say you move your king. And now I take the rook. If you take with the f pawn, I play f4. And this should be winning because my king comes here and I win. If you take with the h pawn, I have now time to stop you playing h4 by playing h4 myself. And I think this should be winning because my bishop can come in and eventually my king should come in. Is that true? Maybe not. Maybe you play h3 here. Okay, but what I can do is give up my rook for the g pawn. So for example, bishop h5, let's say you wait. Let's say you wait. I'm going to go here. Let's say you wait, and now I give up the rook. And when you take it, I come here and I take that pawn and I go f4, and this is winning. This is winning. So this is not a draw because the rook takes g5. Very important to see this move, that you can give up the rook for the g pawn. Otherwise, it is a draw. But if I can give up the rook for this g pawn, this is easily winning for black. So that's not the right idea. The right idea here is actually to take off the rook first and now play h4 immediately. And this position is amazingly a draw. Again, the only way, black's bishop is pointless. This is just like a big piece, like a big, I don't know, what can you call this? This is just like useless. It's completely useless. It can never get into the position. So you've got to use your rook. And the only way you can use your rook is trying to get your rook in the game here. So let's have a look. Rook d6, king g2, rook g6 check. And how should white now draw? How should white now draw? I like that. It's a tall pawn. That is a tall pawn. I like that expression. That is one tall pawn. He has demoted himself. How there's only one way. There's only one way to draw here. How do you draw here? So we have here or here suggested, or we have most moves suggested. There's only one move that's a draw. And let's have a look at the options. Lord Kaus, well, a couple of you are saying king here or here, but this is losing. Why is this losing? Because now h4 is weak and I can play rook to g4 and I can take that pawn, and that should be losing now. For example, you go king here, I take this pawn, and that's a very important pawn. Let's say you go king g2, I just come back check, you come here, and now I use my h pawn. So h4, if you play h3, my rook comes in and I take that pawn. And if you don't play that, I'm going to go h3 and rook g2. So here, h3, here, check, and you can see my rook has come in. So you have to be a bit careful. Now, what about king h1? Well, I think king h1, it's the same idea. I go rook g4. You only have one move, h3. But I think here, I can just go rook g3. And this way, I'm going to take this important pawn, and then 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 this important pawn, and finally that one. A lot of important pawns. So the only way you play this, you have to go king h3. And funnily enough, this is a fortress. There's no way that black can win, because now if black tries to get the rook around and take that important pawn with rook g1, it's stalemate. This is stalemate. It's a draw. You thought Twitch was broken. Yeah, that was my little trick there. A little trick just to make you think that Twitch was broken. Okay, and now it's a draw. And there's nothing you can do here as black. You can't improve your position. Rook g4, stalemate. So you have to move your rook away from the g file. And when you do that, my king just comes back here. And I wait. You can do whatever you want. I just wait. I wait. You can even do this move. What should white do against that move? That is a crafty little move. That's a crafty little move. What should white play against that one? What should white do? What should we do with a drunken rookie? What should we do with a drunken rookie? What should we do with a drunken rookie? Ignore it, of course. Because if you take it, I now have a breakthrough. A3, and one of these guys will become a queen. A lovely, lovely queen. But if you ignore it, you just play king g3. The rook comes back, I go here, and as soon as you check, I go king h3. Draw. Even though the computer, put this on the computer. Should we have a look what the computer says? Let's have a look. How do we turn on the computer? Let's have a look. Let's see what the computer says. Exterminate. Okay, so that was Dalek talk, wasn't it? So we're going to go to this position here. Oh, you know the position. Do I? Okay, this is annoying. I have to bloody do the screen again. Let's see. Oh, okay, look at this. Let me just show you to prove it. I know you can't see the whole board, but you know what the position is. Look what the computer says here. This is, unbelievably, one of the strongest computers around. And the computer gives it -10. But it doesn't understand that this is actually a draw. It's actually a draw, computer. You're wrong. You're wrong. Go back. Let's go back and get rid of that. It is a draw. What was that one? It is a draw. So there you go. So computers can be wrong. Okay, now I think I'll play a bit of Blitz in a second. Let's just first of all another puzzle. I got some quick fire questions for you. Are you ready? Are you ready? Quick fire question. Who's going to get the puzzles first? Let me just set up. By the way, the company I run, GingerGM, has just released a new chess DVD. And it is on the Leningrad Dutch. So just while I set up the puzzle, if you go to the GingerGM shop, you can get that there if you want to improve your openings. Let me just set up the puzzle. Okay, this next puzzle is quite easy. Who's going to get it first is white to play and win. This is like Puzzle Rush. It's interactive Puzzle Rush. Do. Who's going to get it first? With me talking in the background, probably a bit bad. Okay, white to play and win. White to play and win. Who's going to get this first? Come on. Do. White to play and win. This is how Puzzle Rush should be. They should have an annoying grandmaster like me in the background going, you know, you're too rubbish. Come on, do a better job. Get on with it. What is the win? No one has it yet. Oh, Gargon, VGC, Merry Hatman, Plocrux. Very well done. The winning idea. These bishops are like laser beams shooting across the board. Look how strong they are. They're fantastic pieces. These are the killer bishops. And what you need to do, you need to get to the king. If you go here, check, I take the queen. If you go here, check, I take the queen. So what you need to do is first go queen takes c6 check. Beautiful move. And the point is, you have to take that one. And this knight is pinned. So we can sneak the rook in. Wah, wah, wah. And that is a lovely checkmate. There's something quite pretty about that position. You know, these two bishops supported by the rook. You know, that's a nice checkmate. You can't take the rook because the knight is pinned. So that is that one. Okay, next puzzle. Nice checkmate, yeah. That was an easy one. I say easy. If you don't solve it, don't worry. I say easy. They're easy for grandmasters. Easy for some, hard for others, I'd say. Now the next one, you ready? This one, let me find a good one here. I'm going to just set it up again. I've only got 2 more puzzles, so we'll do them. Let me just put you on. Okay, I'll put you back on that page where I set it up. This one is actually what I want you to do. What is white's best move in this position? You ready? Okay, so white is going that way and black is about to queen a pawn. So black is about to queen a pawn, like that move. Someone's saying c4. I don't know, where is c4? There's nothing on c4, I'm afraid. c4 is not there. So it's white to play. What is white's best move here? This is a bit trickier. I think this is quite a tricky puzzle. This is a tricky dicky puzzle. And, well, that is a check, but what's the point? If you check me here, I just go king g5. What do you do next? Don't just tell me one move. Tell me the whole sequence, unless the move is just one move. Oh, Monique. Well done, Monique. You've done it, man. Merry Hatman. Well done. Very good. I mean, if you play a6 here, then black will queen, and you're a queen down. You'll probably end up losing this game, maybe. Or maybe you won't, because you can take the queen. But I've got another pawn coming. It's not the best move. The best move is thinking along. You want to try to checkmate black. You have his king is kind of in a cage. If you check the king straight away, the king can come here and it can run away this way. Okay, you can repeat the position, but that doesn't help you win. And if you try to check it, then the king is going to run into the open, and here it's going to have loads of squares. So the way to win here, in the first position, is to stop the king from coming to that square. And again, this is like basically logical. You look at the most forcing move first, but you see that your opponent has this square to move to. So what you've got to do is take away that square whilst keeping your queen active. So king f6 controls this square. And now, let's say black queens. We now go queen h7, and that king is in checkmate because all these squares are taken. And importantly, most importantly, the g5 square. So after king to f6, there's no way that black can defend everything here. This one is unstoppable, and that one will win the game. Okay, one more puzzle. One more puzzle, and I'm just going to, okay, go and buy yourself this DVD. And this is the last puzzle. Get yourself a DVD. What is white's best move in the next position? And then I'm going to play some Blitz. I haven't played Blitz for ages. I need to get my Blitz things going. Okay, white to play. I mean, the thing about tactics are... these things are really good just for getting you sharper, thinking in the right way. Someone loves saying c4 the whole time. Do I do live coaching? I don't do any coaching in the Royal Fork. I'm pretty busy with other things at the moment, so I don't have time to do coaching. h4. Well, Charlie, what are you doing, Charlie? If you were sitting next to me a minute ago, where have you gone? Where have you gone, Charles? Well, it's not h4, but it does have something to do with the h4 square. So it does have something to do with the h4 square. And remember, when you play a move, it must have a reason. It must have a reason. So I see some of you are suggesting queen g8, but what's the reason? You've got to be able to tell me your reason. When you're playing chess, I think it's very important to be able to explain, you know, like I'm trying to do here, to explain what the reason behind the move is. Why'd you put your rook there? What's the reason? Okay, you have a check on h8, but then I just block on g7. So let's say I play, I don't know, g5, check, queen g7. If you check me here, I block with the queen. If you check me here, I can come back. There's nothing going on. Nothing. So queen g8 does not have a reason. Gargon v gc. You're very good. You're doing very well today. You're doing very well, Gargon. Well done, Gargon. Very, very good, Gargon. Good on you, Gargon. And hello to anyone at chess.com viewers who've just come over. We're just looking at some puzzles. I'm going to play some Blitz in a minute and show you some opening ideas a little bit later. What is the right way to try and win this position? It's equal material. How do you win? Well, the winning idea is very nice. And the winning idea is to play f4. Attacking that little guy there. By the way, does everyone love Puzzle Rush? Maybe I should have a little go at Puzzle Rush in a minute. I'm not very good at Puzzle Rush. It's blooming hard, Puzzle Rush. But it's such a good thing. I have to say, I was quite addicted to it for at least a couple of hours. But then I thought, come on, let's just go down the pub instead. So f4 is the winning move. Because in this position, there's two options. Either en passant or the bishop moves. So first of all, let's have a look at what happens if the bishop retreats to any of these squares. So let's say the bishop goes to d6, white to play and to win. Puzzle Rush, please no. Okay, good Plocro. I see loads of people are streaming Puzzle Rush, but I was actually thinking, it must be, isn't it quite boring watching, I don't know, a Grandmaster do Puzzle Rush? Because literally, aren't you just watching the Grandmaster just sitting there, not talking and going, and moving his mouse and moving pieces? Is that really fun? Is that really fun to watch a Grandmaster just go, oh, damn. Is that really... I mean, it's fun to play, but is it really fun to watch? I don't know. Maybe. It's exciting. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, the way you win here is just... Hikaru's a bit legendary, isn't he? I don't know how that guy's so good. Yeah, but isn't it more fun just to play it yourself? That's what I'd have thought, Martin. Rather than watching... I mean, watching Hikaru is something special because that guy is unbelievable. I mean, I don't know, he comes from another planet Puzzle Rush, you know, he's bloody amazing. But surely it's more fun, you know, if there's someone like me doing it who's not that brilliant, surely it's much more fun just to do it yourself, you know? Cyborg from Planet Chess. It's boring to watch but fun to play. That's what I was thinking, you know? Anyway, here, now that the bishop's moved away, you can get control of these two diagonals. So you look for checks, Queen d4 check, and black has to lose material because he can't move his king anywhere. He has to move his bishop back to e5. And of course, now we're going to win a piece. Hello, Aldo. Well, the video's not buffering at my end. It must be at your end, I'm afraid. So it's a problem with your internet, I'm pretty sure. Weekend Open, Aldo's saying. I don't know if I can do the weekend, Aldo. I might be going down to see Adam Hunt potentially. So I don't know. Maybe. I doubt it, Aldo. I doubt it. So you can't do that. And what's the other idea that black can do here? Well, the other idea is to take on Passon. But now we've got this pawn out the way. White to play and force either the win of a queen or checkmate. Win of a queen or checkmate. How do we do it now? How does white win now? You've moved this pawn out of the way, so you've cleared the fourth rank. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Well done. Yes, queen h4 check, and now black can either go g6 or move the king. If he goes g6 g5, I meant g5. That is checkmate. Woohoo! And if you go king g7, well, thank you very much for that juicy queen, that juicy bishop, and that juicy king at the end of it. JM Round is saying that his tactics have risen about 700 points. Puzzle Rush. Is Puzzle Rush really that good for your chess? I mean, I think yes and no. I think Puzzle Rush is okay because you have to see patterns quickly. But for actually calculating variations, I don't think you can calculate that deeply in Puzzle Rush. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, it's a great addictive thing to do. But, I mean, it's not like, you know, it's okay. Right, let's play some Blitz, shall we? I'm going to play some Blitz. I'm going to play... Let me just play some guys online. Let's see. Let's get it going. Where's the board gone? And I want to try to get to 2,700. 2,700. Who thinks I can get to 2,700? Blitz rating. I mean, like I say, I'm no Hikaru Nakamura. I'm certainly not Hikaru Nakamura. But I'm going to play some Blitz against... I want to play some International Masters, some Grandmasters. Let's do that. So let's get... I've never got to 2,700 rating. The highest I've got to is 2,690. Tommy thinks I'll get to 2,500. Thanks, Tommy. Thanks, mate. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Well, let's have a go anyway. I'll have a little go, play a bit of Blitz. It's nice to play a bit of Blitz. I'll talk about what I'm doing. I might want to talk a little bit about the tournament I played in at the weekend. Because I did play, well, the strongest British player of all time. It was quite funny. I played Saturday and Sunday, just gone. On the Saturday, I played I think the strongest female from Britain of all time. Probably, I think. And then on Sunday, I played the strongest male of all time from Britain on Sunday, I think. So I think I played both the strongest female and the strongest male, which is quite funny. Okay, let's go. So I need 35 rating points. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, so I'm going to do the dragon. Oh no, what's this wet stuff that he's doing? I've forgotten what I'm supposed to do here. Let's do that. And okay, that is asking for G5. Come on! That's probably a terrible move, but I can't resist it. Let's just push. You know, let's push Gary. Okay, D4 is quite annoying though. D4 playing in the center of the board. We have a messy position though, yeah? A messy position. Yeah, Mickey played very well against me in the afternoon. Mickey Adams, he's you know, he's a bloody good player. He crushed me. He crushed me in the afternoon. But maybe I should have beaten Mickey in the morning. Mickey Adams 2700. Who knows? Okay, what's going on here then? This is a weird position. I guess my opponent's going to try castle queenside. I have quite a nice pin on the knight. I probably need to castle queenside. What's my opponent doing here? He wants to get rid of that knight, does he? Okay, let's move this. How about this maneuver? Trying to clear off some things on this diagonal. Because the rook is a little bit weak there. And I might have some tactics against the rook. Oh, I could even take there. What about that one? Is that an idea? No, let's just keep it sensible. Okay, so I don't know where I'm going to put my king. But I very rarely castle in chess. I'm very good at breaking chess rules. Okay, that's a good move. He's coming in here. And that... I have no tactics over here, do I? That's annoying. How do I defend that one? Do I have to move my knight back? I can't bring myself to play such a move. Or can I? Okay, maybe I can. I always lose the first game. I don't want to lose the first game. Whenever I do this, I lose the first game. Bloomin' heck. Okay, so I'm thinking now I want to try to get my queen over here somehow. And now maybe a bit of pressure on the b file. Can do. Oh, he's got knight c4 though. This is a bit smelly, this position. Okay, I'm gonna go. Oh, does he want to take there somehow? I don't know. Okay, I want to take away the squares for the knight, so I'm going to do this. I'm a little bit worried there might be some sacrifice over on g4, especially if I move my knight. Okay, so he's coming here. So if knight here, now is there a knight g5? Maybe I can defend this. I don't know. I'm a bit scared. Knight g5 is scary. Okay, he didn't play it, so I'm just going to keep attacking over there, but I'm mostly worried about knight g5. Knight g5 is scaring me. I don't believe... Why don't I take that knight off? Should I take that knight off? That knight is really annoying. Okay, and now queen b5. This could be getting a little bit better. I could have maybe taken that pawn, but then he takes on c5. So I want to really continue by moving this pawn. This might not be so bad for me. And now Harry. Come on, Harry. Oh, do I push Harry yet? Takes. And then do we... Okay, let's just rely on Harry. Come on, Harry. Go, go, go. Go, Harry. Go, go, go. Go, Harry. Go, go, go. Harry, be good. Come on, Harry. Come on, my friend. Come on, Harry. Right, but he's taking everything else, isn't he? So how do I do this? Well, let's keep the rooks. Do I keep the rooks on or do I swap? So if I take, and then try to bring my knight around, is that going to take a lot of time? How does that help me? Can't see how it helps me. So maybe I need to keep this on. But then he comes here. Okay, let's keep it on for now. Interesting position. This is an interesting position. I don't know. Oh, okay, he's taken another pawn. So what I'm hoping to do is get my rook to this square. So can I do that in time? Here, rook here. Very close. Here, rook here, check is the issue I have. So what about I try to bring my king this way, because then it has more space to maneuver. Okay. And very weird position. Obviously, I need to try and queen this pawn. And my idea is to get my rook to this square in order to do that. But he's probably going to have time to get his king around now, isn't he? So I don't know. Maybe I could have played that better somehow. Still, this seems like quite an interesting position in some respects. Still some chances here. Rook here, the big threat. But he's got king f1 defending against that for now. And my pieces are quite... My time is terrible. Why am I so slow? I'm probably the slowest grandmaster around. I mean, you got Hikaru, who is like Mr. Speedy Gonzaga. And you got me, who's just like this old duffer. Okay, let's do this. I need to be quick. Oh, he just comes here. This is not looking good, is it? This is not looking good now. He's defended well. Maybe this is a technical draw. Maybe, is it? I don't know. His king comes here. Oh, his rook comes here. Yeah. Ah. Not good. Losing the first game yet again, as I always do. I always lose the first game. What is wrong with me? When am I not going to lose the first game? One day, please. Not today, though. Okay. I have no time as well, unfortunately, here. No time. Is it? I have to try this. I don't think this is going to work. Is this going to work? No, is the answer. What? Easy draw. Oh, dear. Okay. Well, 2700 is quite a long way off. Quite a long way off. But, okay. First game. It's a warm-up game. It's a warm-up game. Gonzaga's a chess club in Ireland, actually. Gonzaga Chess Club. So, that was maybe I had some chances there, though. Maybe he defended well. All credit to my opponent. But it felt like my position should be okay. Okay, well, we can sack a pawn. I thought he was going to go g4 there. These positions, he wins the bishop pair, but I have quite a good centre. And my opponent's king is quite weak if he castles here, because these pawns are weaken his king. So often they try to castle queenside. So for that reason, I'm going to start pushing my pawns on the queen side, because I have a ready-made pawn storm over here then. You know, if he castles this way, I push. Okay, so he's trying to open up this side. Oh dear. I'm not playing very successfully today, am I? Because I've just realised this is nasty. Okay, maybe I have to sort of keep that. Yeah, I forgot about f5. f5, good plan. Maybe it's not so bad. Trompovsky, this opening. A very English opening. Being played by English players throughout history. So I suppose you can go... These two moves are probably critical. d5 and then e5. If he goes e5, I go d5. So he should go d5 first. And then I move my knight, and then he goes e5. But he hasn't done that. So I think it's time I got my king castled. And did this. Aldo's asking... Hello, Aldo, again. Was my idea against... Can I go here now? Yes. Was my idea against Mickey Adams a novelty? I honestly don't know, Aldo. I didn't expect Mickey, if you're talking about my game, which I might show a bit later, I did not expect him to play in the position. I did not expect him to go, what was it, knight bd7? Knight bd7 really threw me, in actual fact. I had prepared... I prepared to play against b6 when I was going to go g4. So I honestly don't know if it was a novelty or not. I don't know. Not sure. Yeah, it's a bit annoying I've allowed this idea here. That's a bit silly. Okay, let's try to get the attack going. Let's try to get some attack going here with b6. d6 is also a bit weak. I think my opponent last move should have tried to get his bishop to h6. That looked like a much stronger idea. So can I go here and d5? How does that work out? Not really. His bishop's very good here. It's a funny position, this. Okay. Let's try here. I don't know if I like my position, actually. I kind of feel my opponent has... quite good compensation with this diagonal. It's probably okay for me because I have enough activity against my opponent's king. Maybe I can just try to checkmate him, you know, with the queen coming over here. Can I even take there first? Okay, let's just go for checkmate, shall we? Checkmate ends the game. So let's do this. And if he goes a6, He's trying to defend everything, so I can come in and take this pawn. But I'd rather try to attack somehow. Okay, maybe I should just take the pawn. Let's just take the pawn. Let's be sensible. The queen is very active here. And my opponent now coming up with some tactics himself. But does this really work? I don't know. He's the one who has to prove it, because now he's a whole rook down. It's a bit hard to defend, but if I get my rook back, maybe I can defend, put my king over here. Okay, so he's found another annoying... Oh, that's annoying. Okay, I'm going to try to exchange off some pieces. That was a good tactic my opponent played. I think I could be in trouble again. Again here, because he has a lot of pawns in the position. Oh, he's gone check. Okay. I am the exchange up, but my opponent has many pawns, so maybe it's all right for me, but I think I prefer my opponent's position. Even though I've got rook f6 and I might be winning one pawn back, and if I can get one pawn back, then it's an interesting ending, I'd say, this one. Quite an interesting ending. So I want to swap off bishops probably here, don't I? So I want to try to get this move in. Oh, I can do it this way. This is another way. Okay, so I think this is probably quite good for me, no? His pawns are quite slow. Yes, he has connected past pawns, but they're also quite slow. So I'm hoping my g-pawn is going to be much quicker than my opponent's pawns in this position. Let's find out. So I have... Okay, so he doesn't want to do that one. So I'm going to just try to shove the g-pawn up the board. And I've got to move again quickly. Come on, g-pawn. Come on, go, go, go. This must be good for me. It's got to be careful. Knights are tricky little pieces. I wonder how dangerous his pawns are. It's a very weird position, this. I don't know. His pawns are quite dangerous, yeah? My time again. Got to try to... His pawns are very dangerous. Ah! Jesus. Maybe I should take it. Why didn't I take that first? Must be winning for me. Oh, dear. Okay. Oh, I don't know. Is it winning or is it a draw? We'll find out in a minute. What is this? A win or a draw? I think it's a win for me. I think I'm just in time. Oh, shit. No, I forgot about that one. Oh, no. Oh, I go here. Oh, no, I'm losing on time. Oh, dear. Totally forgot about my time. Oh, I was trying to work out if it's a win, but then I suddenly realised I had half a second left. Okay. Oh, dear, oh, dear. At least I didn't lose. No, that was definitely a win. It was definitely a winning position, that one. I had an ending like that quite recently, but I'm moving too slow. So let's try to pick up the pace now. And what's the time now? Well, okay, I haven't really... Okay, 2700 is quite a long way off. So I'm playing the Hippo opening. That was nearly a loss. That was very nearly a loss. I nearly went for the third option, Martin. You're right there. I very nearly had the third option. Okay, so this is a weird position. I play this opening quite a bit. I play this opening a fair bit, but I don't believe it's very good for black. But it gets interesting positions. You know, I'm gonna sacrifice this pawn and try to attack him somehow. So let's just do this. Castle queenside. I have an open file to attack his king on, so I don't mind going a pawn down for this. Should be some kind of attack here for me at some point. Do I take with the knight even? Let's take with the queen. Now, e5 is the one move that I have to be a bit tactically aware of. But he's not going to do that. So now, for one pawn, this should be a good attack. Eventually, you know, I can double rooks on the h-file, and I can try to get a rook down there. This is the way I want to play this. And my opponent is trying to attack on this side of the board to counteract that. So, How about this one? I might want to put my knight on f4, sack a piece there. That is one idea. This little knight. Does this work if I try to put my knight there? Maybe not. Maybe I have to go rook g8 first. Okay, so let's do that. And I'm just getting ready to sack a piece. Something like this. Maybe I can also bring my bishop around. And my opponent's trying to attack me. So knight f4. I can't resist this anymore. This has to be the way to try to attack. I don't know if it's good enough. I could have taken that pawn, but it seemed very risky to open up the position. Okay, well, let's now take this one off the board. And I've got rid of one of the defenders of my opponent's king. His light square bishop was a good defender. So I want to try and get... Can I get my other knight to this square? I could try to bring it around very slowly like this, but that's a very long route into the battle. So it's just about... His position seems just about holdable, doesn't it, for him? The other idea is try to get my knight here. Okay, I'm gonna play this one. It leaves the c8 square open for 2 pieces. And okay, let's try to bring the bishop in. He's defended against that threat. It's not very nice of him to defend. And what do we do here? Well, I can go check anyway. Should we go for it? Don't see it working. Check, takes, queen takes e5. And no. Okay, not sure how... This is a weird position, but I'm not sure how good this is. Not sure how good this is. It should have been good for me. It should have been better than this, I feel. I don't feel this is like a great position anymore. I probably didn't make the best of it. Okay, my opponent's getting a bit greedy here. Surely this is a greedy idea. Because his king is quite weak, no? Let's find out. For example, now something like this. He's going to block, yeah? Do I throw a check in first? Because otherwise he's got this one. Yeah, I kind of feel I haven't found the right... I certainly haven't found the right way to really challenge him in this, but I've still got some annoying ideas that he's got to defend against here. And he is defending against everything. So I feel like I don't like my position now, guys. It's gone wrong. It has gone wrong. Where did it go wrong? Where did it go wrong? I don't know. It's certainly gone wrong, though. It's certainly gone wrong. This is my last chance to try to get my bishop doing something on the light squares. Where did it all go wrong in life? Where did it go wrong? Okay, he's defending that one, so that's annoying. He defended well. Okay, let's try this one. But I need to get rid of this pawn first. How am I ever going to break that one? Not easily. So here, got to put pressure on that. Maybe I can sneak a checkmate on h1. Okay. Of course, I have loads of time, as I always bloody do. Ugh. Okay, I'm going to try to sneak a checkmate, but it's not working. I stopped it. Ah! This is really annoying, his knight coming in. He's defending everything. Ah! He's short time as well, I didn't realise that. Oh my god, what a horrible move. Oh! As soon as I played that move, it's like, no! No! Well, it's good to see. Okay, that's it. No more Mr. Nice Guy. So he's beat 2.5. This guy from Poland is taking me down. Okay, let's see if we can improve things now at this moment. Now, my opponent's playing a tricky little line. I remember playing this line myself. And it's a very tricky little line to play against. Now, I'd love to castle queenside here because I'm in super aggressive mood now. Super aggressive mood. Okay, let's just keep calm. I don't need to panic. I'd love to get my king over here, but is that going to be possible? Let's get rid of that annoying piece first. Do I want to... Okay. No, I'm going to change my mind. I backed out. I'm gonna go here. Let's see. Let's go there. And shove. Shove, shove, shove. I see someone asking for silence. If you want silence, you know what you can do. You can bloody mute. You can press mute. Yeah? It's quite simple. Mute. Turn the sound off. Silence will come to you. Do you know what button that is? Thank you for subscribing, Joseph Whale. It's called the mute button. You know? Do you know that button? Which you press? The silence button? Yes? That's one way to silence it. You don't have to listen to me. In actual fact, I would say it's probably not very good for your health to listen to me on a permanent basis. You know? Okay, so what am I trying to do now? Well, I'm trying to checkmate him, but... maybe I played the wrong break there. I kept thinking he might play this move, but of course he's not because I have the d5 square. But he might play this now. It's quite hard to break through to his king, unfortunately. So... should probably be... yeah, this is a move... yeah, I don't... This is looking really horrible again. My opening choices have not worked out well today. The problem is here, bishop here, maybe f5 wins the piece or something. Let's see. This is very loose. He's found the right... keeps finding the right moves as well. And now this knight is really loose. This bishop, sorry. So how do I... can I keep hold of this bishop here? Very loose piece. And he can... yeah, he can just take and go queen here. Oh dear. Dropping. I think that's just game over. Queen here. My position was far too overextended. So rather than the search for 2700, I think it is probably more a search for 2600. So that went horribly wrong, didn't it? That went really, really wrong in that game. I think my plan, I'm just seeing where I went wrong. Maybe this whole A3 idea is wrong. How should I attack him here? It's quite interesting. Probably what I should have done is put my queen over on H4. That's a much better way to attack. If I get my queen over there, then I can at least put some pressure against his king side. So that was a much more natural way to do it. Something like get my queen over to H4, and then play F5 and try to swap off the dark square bishop. So if I ever have that again, it's always good to know where you probably went wrong in order to try and improve in future. Okay. Well, I think I'll play until I lose another game. And then we'll go back and have a look at some opening ideas. Maybe give you guys some stuff to think about. All right. So this is the Queen's Gambit accepted variation, where my opponent tries to sort of play on the Queen side, but eventually I want to play this move E4 and try to attack in the middle of the board. Is there something happening here? Well, I can't resist this move. This has to be. This is a very standard sacrifice in this kind of position. Just try to get the knight in. Try to take something over here. Stop him from castling and get 3 pawns for the piece. So let's try this. I mean, I don't know if it's enough play. So if F4. Let's try f4 here. And if check, I can block with my bishop at least. Try to put his queen away to a bad square. Interesting position. Probably enough compensation for a piece here. Probably that's all it is, just enough compensation. No more, I would say, in this position. I mean, he's got these two moves. I like this guy though. He's a bit of a slower player. It gives me a bit more time just to think. That last guy played very well, I have to say, but he was playing very quick. So, wow, look at this. He's coming with some tactics. This shouldn't work, should it? What am I missing here? What the hell is this idea that he's playing? What is this lunatic trying? Can't I just go queen takes? What's he doing? What's he doing? He's gone mad. My opponent has gone completely bonkers. Because I can win. Aren't I all of a sudden like 400 pieces up here or something? That was weird. I think my opponent just went loopy there. It's the kind of thing that I do. That's my first win of the day. Woo! Okay, we've got a grandmaster here from Serbia by the looks of it. And a new opening I've been trying out against the King's Indian. I've been avoiding playing e4, and I've gone for h4. And this is like a little fun way to play. Just try to sack this pawn, open up the h file, and get a bit of play like this. So let's put the pawn there and see how things do. And the normal plan is to get the queen here and the bishop there. Play for checkmate. So let's try. I can also maybe get the knight into c7. I can also go g4. G4 is not crazy, yeah? G4, g5. Lots of tempting moves here. But then his knight comes back. So I think first I'm going to go here. And now come back, because g4 is threatened to win his piece now. So, well, if I take there, he has to go queen here, yeah? Weird position. What a weird position. Okay, I'm going to go queen here first. I must get castled. It's a very strange position, this one, yeah? I mean, I'm still hoping on my attack on the H file, so let's... Okay, let's castle first. Oh shit, I've forgotten about f4. What the hell was that? I saw that move a second ago, totally forgot about it. I meant to go bishop there first, yeah. Blundering. So this is obviously just a piece now. I can have the same position. Oh, that was crazy. I'm going to go bishop g5. Whoops is the right word. Blunder. The pawn is very strong, so it's something. But a piece is a piece at the end of the day. And, well, okay, we'll throw some pieces at his king side, but it is a piece. And I think I can not worry about him winning the extra pawn or two here. That's certainly not a worry of mine. I've just got to throw everything at his king and hope something lands, I think, here. And how can we get something to land here? Any way at all? Well, I'll try this, but this is not good. Maybe I should try playing 1f4. Maybe I'll give 1f4 a go in a second, you know? Christmas time, giving away ELO. I'm a very generous man when it comes to giving away ELO. My threat here, by the way, is rook takes h5 and then taking here. And my opponent's thought that he has to sacrifice some material back. Can I even play this now? Well, when you're losing, you might as well play crazy moves, yeah. Probably just taking the rook was better, but why don't I just take the rook? That was clearly a better idea. But because this is completely refuted my plan now. Okay, let's try again. I wonder who this guy is then. Who is this guy? Let's have a look. Come on. How do I look at you? How do I work out who you are? Oh, he's playing the Basman-like opening. Good on him. So he's going for a little rush over there. Okay, I'm going to get a Dutch in. King's Gambit, Dutch. And let's have a look. This looks like fun. This is like a fun King's Gambit. We've actually got King's Gambit, but he's put his pawn here, which is really weird, yeah? So, I don't know. Weird position. Very weird position. I'm just going to try to checkmate him here if I can. So let's go for it. Come on, let's go for checkmate. What a weird position. It started off as a Basman opening. Then it turned into the Dutch. And then it turned into reverse King's Gambit. So it's gone around the angles, this one. This is certainly had very... Okay, does he put his queen on g3? Queen here. Maybe I'll go knight d4, yeah? Just try to take his rook. It's a bit dangerous for him. It's a bit dangerous. Little bit dangerous. I mean, okay, I have a threat. Not taking the bishop. That is a threat. We like these beginners' threats. Scholar's mate threat. I like that threat. So I'm trying to work out who my opponent is, but it says every time I... Okay, how do I work out who he is? It's nice. Oh, I don't care if I... No, okay. Oh, here we go. So who is he? Where is he? That's not him, is it? Right, okay, so he's gone queen here. Now, if I play knight here, he wants to take here, does he? And that could get very interesting. I've got other options here, of course. But this one is very interesting. Can I resist playing that one? I don't think it's very good, though. Okay, let's develop a piece for now. Maybe I should have gone bravely for this move. Knight d4. Now I'm thinking knight d4 might be stronger. Takes king d8. Very, very complicated position, this, obviously. The other move is to put my knight here. But I'm going to go for this one. Let's see. Let's go here. And it's getting more and more complex as we go along. So if I take the queen, he takes my queen. So we'll go here first. Strange. And I guess we go in. So he can, again, just a really weird position. This is quite a fun game, this. I don't know precisely who it's fun for. Now, I wanted to keep that piece, but I didn't know how to. And it seems like now my opponent's getting all his pieces developed. This might be working out quite well for him. But we'll keep trying to attack in this situation. If he takes, I can block. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. This is a good try. Check king d2. So I probably have to do this one. But now he's just going to simplify everything off. So it looks like my attack has run out of steam somewhat here. Yeah. Not good. That's what happens when gambits backfire. How many pawns up? He's only 3 pawns up? Nothing. 3 pawns. But, okay. Can win this one, I feel. If he goes rook f2, g3. Fun fact, Simon is naked. This is actually called a t-shirt. You know, t-shirt. Have you heard of them? T-shirt. This is a t-shirt, boy. So I'm not completely naked, at least. Not with my t-shirt on. Okay, come on. You wouldn't want to see that sight. It's a terrifying sight. Terrifying. Desperately trying to create some chaos. And I'm actually, for once, trying to win on time. Can I go here? Oh, he's going to go knight there. That's his idea. That's naughty. That's just naughty. And he has gone knight there. And weird positions. Actually, for a change, I'm trying to win on time, but I'm not very good at doing that. Even when I'm trying to win on time, I'm too slow. Okay. A cheeky try to win on time. Can I win on time? I'll check. Good thing I saw it as check. Nearly won on position there. Oh, smooth! What a smooth game that was. That was, you know, like I always say, it's better to win dirty. He doesn't want to play again. The guy's had enough there. He's pulled his strop. It's better, you know. Look, it's Blitz. It doesn't matter how you win, as long as you win. It'd be nice to win a game properly, but we can't always do that. Right, what should we do now? Let's try this one again. Time is part of the game. I mean, you saw the game I drew on time. Okay. So, I haven't had this opening for a long time. This is the Tarash. I believe this is the opening which... I was wondering if I could sack this. This is actually a sacrifice, I'm pretty sure. I say I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's a sacrifice. That I get lots of play. Do I get lots of play here, or am I just imagining things again? Can I do some crazy... Let's do something like this. Some crazy b4 move. While he's not castled. He's going to castle pretty quickly, though. This guy's quick, isn't he? Look at the speed he's moving. I think I could be losing a lot of games on time here. Especially when my monitors decide to turn themselves off. Okay. Alright, so it's a pawn sack line. Yeah, I think after this game it is time for some gambits, isn't it? Okay, so we'll try out some crazy gambits after this. Now, let's put it there. Maybe I can go for his king. And it seems like I have a little bit of play for my sacrifice pawn. If I can get sort of some bishop attacking him. Do I put it there or do I put it there? Where do you go? Let's go here. This must be some compensation. I might even be having a knight h6 coming up. What is the Fumbleweed gambit, Aldo? I think you told me before. What is it? If you tell me what it is, I'll give it a go, Aldo. What is the Fumbleweed gambit? God, this position's getting a bit murky. What is it again? How do you play the Fumbleweed? I like the idea of it. How about... Can I go here? Can I go here? Is this a move? Check. Is that a move? I don't know. Sorry. Oh, the King's Gambit accepted with King F2. Okay. I think we've got to move on to some stupid gambits after this game. I think you're right. Okay, we'll give it a go. We'll go for some stupid gambits. Got to be done. Now, the reason I did this check is if he takes it, I'm going to go Queen at C3. So that's the idea of this move. Okay, I'll give that a go. Aldo, if I can play that, we'll move on to E4. I'll give it a try. Okay, so I get my piece back, and his king's a little bit weak now, so it seems to be pretty good compensation. But I still need to somehow get near his king. And this pawn is a great blocker for my bishop, so maybe I should be playing E3. Maybe e3 is the way to play this. Try to get that pawn out the way. Against subs. I can play against grandmasters as well. I think I'll do a sub session where I play only subs very shortly. But I probably won't do that today, as now we've started. What is happening here? He'd love to swap queens off, wouldn't he? But I don't want to swap queens off because his king must be weaker than mine. It must be weaker than mine. So let's grab that one. And what about some little move like this? I feel time is an issue again. Does that really work? Okay, time to move quick. He's taken it. Right. Should be a better ending for me, yeah? Well, I suddenly have extra pawns for like the first time ever. I never have extra pawns. I hope he moves a5 because then I can check and win his bishop. But I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, so is he trying to take here? What's he trying to do? Well, I can't see his threat at the moment, and he's fallen for it. Can't believe he fell for it, especially after I told him about it. I even told him, I even mentioned to him, you know, you're going to lose a piece if you do that, and he lost his piece. Oh. Okay, still have to finish this off with time. So, right. How fast is my pawn? Okay, that'll do. So he could be he's trying to be dirty to me now, isn't he? Oh, I've got loads of time here. Don't stalemate him. Don't stalemate him. Checkmate is better than stalemate. There we go. Woof. Okay, that was all right. Okay, let's try this guy again. What gambit should we play then? Again, what can we do against this one? Okay, we'll try the crazy eat me gambit. Come on, eat me. He doesn't want to eat my pawn. Okay, how about that pawn? Eat that pawn? He doesn't want to eat that pawn. Okay, so now we've got a boring exchange French. Dear oh dear. You know, you try to gambit a pawn, and what happens? Your opponent just does not want it. So now we have a very normal position, and I'm going to try to get my bishop here. This looks like a nice pin, normal kind of structure. It's much easier to gambit when you have the white pieces. When you're with black, I mean, of course, there are gambits you can play, like you have the Budapest gambit. There are loads of gambits, of course, you can play, but it's a lot harder with black to do a good gambit. It's a white thing to do, really, gambit. Oh, I certainly want to get rid of that bishop. Generally, the thing you want to do in these kind of positions is swap off pieces and try to play against this pawn. But my opponent's playing very actively here. So can I make more exchanges with this move? Get rid of some of his strong attacking pieces here. And yeah, as you saw in this game, even my opponent did not accept the gambit. So even if you offer a gambit, generally your opponent doesn't have to take the gambit. They have to be willing to go into it as well. I wonder if you can you do like themed gambits on chess.com, meaning that can you actually sort of like arrange a tournament where the first moves are already decided? Because then that'd be quite an interesting idea. You could have a themed King's Gambit do stuff to do. Okay, so well, I don't know. This is about an even position, I'd say. Oh, hello. Thank you. Oh dear. I feel a bit bad for my opponent there. And he's offering me a draw. No, I'm not going to take a draw. I don't want to take a draw. It's not my fault you blundered. It's not my fault you move slipped. And he is saying mouse slip, sir. I believe it is a mouse slip, but that doesn't mean I have to take a draw. And he's begging me now. Oh my words, don't make me feel bad. What do you guys think? I mean, I didn't want to have a draw anyway, so why should I take a draw now? Look at this, he's begging me. Oh, he's saying, please sir, mouse slip sir. Oh no, I don't know, he's making me feel bad. Please draw. Oh no. Come on, I didn't want to draw anyway, so I mean, come on. Come on. Should I feel bad? Yeah, I mean, I thought my position was quite good there anyway. I thought my position was all right. I mean, you know, if I was losing before it, maybe I'll take the draw. Yeah, come on, don't draw. Yeah, why draw? I mean, come on. The amount of blunders I've done is how many games have I lost with mouse slips? Hundreds, not just tens or a couple. I've lost hundreds of games of mouse slips, and I've never gone about begging my opponents for draws afterwards. No, you know, it's not good to beg. Come on, if you lose with your mouse slip, just take it like a man. Okay. Now, if I end up losing this game, would someone say that's how can I lose? I'm a queen up, or you can resign, Simon, as well. Yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, come on. You know, please sir. He was so polite about it as well, wasn't he? That was the weird thing. He was incredibly polite. Please sir. Oh, that, you know, when someone's so polite, you kind of think, oh, you know, should I? Oh, there we go. Okay, is he going to want to play again, or is he going to put? Let's see if he says anything. Is he going to say anything? No, he's not. Okay, so let's try to get another gambit. Now I'm white. I should be able to gambit. Okay, Smith-Morra gambit. Here we come. Oh, what's this one? Now, I've never seen this before. What is this? What is this? What is this? I don't know this. Okay, let's just develop quickly. I don't want to take the pawn. Oh, what's he doing? I think he's gone on tilt. Surely that's not a good move. What the hell is that? Can I take here even? What is that move? This is okay. I'll take the pawn. This is more fun. This is the way it should be. This is the way chess should be played. Okay, I can even check here. Oh, should we go for that? That looks like fun. Let's go for that. This is more like it. We like this. We like this position. This is more fun. Okay. Now, do we continue in gambit style? Do I need that bishop? I will keep that bishop for now, but I was tempted just to give the bishop up because this is, you know. Do you reckon my opponent would have given me a draw if I'd mouse slipped there? Yeah, it's a crazy line, this one, isn't it? Now, I have a couple of good moves here, don't I? How about that one? Trying to swing the knight in. That looks like a tempter. In we go. In we go. And now, how about here? This one is looking... Oh, he's got a check-in. Okay, let's just move my king. It's in the spirit of the opening, not to castle, isn't it? Oh, he's found a good idea there. That was a good plan my opponent found. And all of a sudden, this is just weird. He's confused me. He has confused me. So, that was a good check. That was a good check he threw in there. Was there someone saying check and win queen? Where could I have won the queen somewhere? When can I have won the queen there? Did I miss something? Maybe. I mean, I'm not. You know, I'm very good at missing things. Right. My opponent has quite a good position. No, it's weird. How does he manage this? A bit of magic. Well, I need to get these guys out. I need to get these pieces into the game. Okay. Let's move it over there. This was a strange move. I don't know why he played that one. Okay, and if I go f3, what are you going to do about that one? What am I missing? What move am I missing after that one? Ah, okay, that was your idea. Come back. Baby, come back. Okay. Now, it feels... What do I do here? Do I have any tactical ways of doing this? No. Okay. The only plan I can see now is to try to play for G5, so we'll go for that. My position seems reasonably solid. Oh! I didn't actually look at my opponent's last move. A typical beginner's mistake there. You should always look at what your opponent moves. I keep telling myself. It is a traffic jam. What he should have done is put his rook on d8. Come on, put your rook on d8. Then you've got every piece on the d file. That would have been more in the spirit of things. Okay, so he has a knight jump here. He can go knight b4 if he wants to. Maybe I'll sack my queen if he does that. You know, do some... Bishop takes b4. Looks like fun against that. On the other hand, I need to just use my pawns over there. Okay, so he's come this way instead, meaning I can't really sack my thing there. But I don't think he wants to take here, because then I get the f5 square for my bishop. So he's continuing to play in very interesting fashion here. And I'll do the same. This is one of the weirdest positions I have seen. I mean, this is really confusing the hell out of me. Is it confusing anyone else? I really don't know what's happening. I'm being very greedy here. But it's only because I don't know what's going on. Weird position. Okay. Okay, let's give you a check. I could have taken the rook, but of course he gets great play then. Let's give you another check. And... what a weird position. Who's doing what here? Okay, this is my idea. But my pieces are very badly placed over here. So he's gone here to defend that. Seems to be like my G-pawn is causing a lot of mischief in my games. Am I going to get mated? Am I going to get mated? Oh, yes. Ah! Oh, I totally missed that one. Totally missed his queen coming in there. That was horrible. Horrible little... That was a fun game, though. I don't mind losing a game like that when you've got, you know, lots of crazy pieces going everywhere. So that was fun. We'll have some of that. So we want more games like that. But, yeah, I forgot his queen had a sneaky way into my position there. He certainly, you know, found an interesting way through. So we're going to go back to the sort of hippo position. Let's play with a pawn on b5, a bit more aggressive. And g5, why not? And get my last two pieces out. Yeah, that was a very weird game. That last one, definitely. So he wants to play c3, but hasn't he just dropped a pawn? And that's a very useful pawn there, it seems to me. So, okay, thank you for the pawn. That's very kind of you. And I'd love to get my f-pawn now to this square. And he's helping me do that, is he not? Doesn't that move just help me? And hasn't that just blundered a piece as well? Wow, what's he doing? He's blundering all over the shop, yeah? So, again, just got to keep my cool here. And this should be... Does he want to move there? So I'm going to stop that one and put my knight in potentially an aggressive square. Potentially aggressive. He's a tricky little guy though, isn't he? He keeps finding all these weird maneuvers. And he's sort of, you don't know where to look when you're playing this guy. You sort of look one way and he comes in the other way, you know. It's weird. He certainly has some weird ideas coming on. And now, is that safe? I hope so. Again, just trying to exchange pieces when material up is the safest way to go. And if I can get all the pieces off, it should be quite easy to convert. So I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to swap that one off as well. I'll just keep my strategy, swap all the pieces off. With an idea. And his position is crumbling. Well, I mean, when you're a piece up, it should be crumbling. Let's put it that way. And now, okay, his position is really crumbling. Okay. Again, he's been tricky. He's such a tricky little guy, isn't he? He keeps coming up with tricky little ideas. So, let's keep my position as safe as I can. Tricky customer. Okay, centralize. I want to. If I can get the queens off, I avoid all tricks then. So, okay, let's try for a check, and let's try there. Oh, stop checking me, you tricky guy. Is he? Okay, I have to go here. He's still being tricky. Why is this guy so tricky? Could have gone bishop there, couldn't I? That would have been a lot better. Get my bishop into the game. Well, I think I'm pretty safe here. Everything is defending, so I'm just going to try to... Oh no, that was a mouse slip. Shall I ask him for a draw now? I don't actually want a draw. Mouse slip! Mouse slip! That was a bit silly. But that actually wasn't... luckily that wasn't a very painful mouse slip. Could have been a lot more painful. Okay. This really must be time to finish this guy off soon. Let's use this guy. Come on. Up we go. Simple plan. Why is it being so bloody tricky? I'm making a bit of a meal of winning this game. Okay, that's not your best idea. Oh, he had an idea. Jesus, I thought he just blundered his queen. Oh my words, we've got a game now. Okay, should still be good for me. But I'm making this as hard as I can now. Okay, come on, pawn. You can do the job. I'm relying on you, pawn. Oh, surely that's a queen. Surely that is a queen. Please tell me that is going to become a queen. That was tricky, that was. That was really tricky. He's a tricky little guy, yeah? I mean, I should have won that a lot quicker, but got there in the end. So, we'll try the English opening out now. I'm still sort of hoping to get to 2700 today, but it looks like it's a mile away. Yeah, that was quite funny. I literally just thought he blundered his queen, but he actually sacked it. Unique the Awesome is saying Manu David is super nice. I don't think he's an engine, is he? I mean, if he's an engine, you know, I don't want to be rude to him, but he's a pretty bad engine. Let's just put it that way. I mean, you know, is that being rude? No, I don't think that's being rude, is it? I mean, like, you know, he's a good player, but he's certainly not like Alpha Zero, is he? You know, I don't think anyone can claim he's an engine. That's clear. I mean, he's mouse slipped, he's blundered, he's done loads of weird things. So he's certainly not engine. Stockfish level 5. I don't know if that's good or bad. Is that good or bad? Stockfish level 5. Okay. Well, another interesting position maybe coming up here. I think we should play d5 and go for it. Who's my favourite for January? Hello, Pernod. Oh, for Gibraltar. Hello, mate. Hope you're doing all right. Who's my who do I think is going to do well in Gibraltar? Good question. I don't. Sorry, I'm just trying to think as well. I don't know. MVL. Let's go for MVL. Let's go for MVL. I think MVL is going to do very well. I like MVL as well. He's a nice guy, isn't he? So MVL for Gibraltar will be my tip to win Gibraltar. I mean, talking about tournaments coming up, we got the London, the London sort of thing with Hikaru and people like that. Fabiano. It was quite funny. I was in London on Saturday and Sunday playing a tournament myself, and I was walking to my morning game on the Saturday. That doesn't work, does it? But we might play it anyway. And as I was walking, who came along? Well, the person that came along was... I'm thinking still. This is complicated. I'll get the queens off. Was Fabiano Caruana. And I had a nice chat with him for about 10 minutes. He actually showed me the venue where I was playing. He's a really nice guy, Fabiano. I mean, very easy to get on with, very friendly. But MVL I've known for a long time, and I have to say I think MVL's, he's the guy that I probably know one of the best out of them, and he's one of the nicest guys you'll meet as well. So I hope MVL does well in Gibraltar. Okie doke. So now I went into this position thinking it might be all right, but how do we play it? How do we play it? This pawn is actually quite weak. Can I try some sack here, or is that just stupid? Let's try this one maybe. So yeah, it was nice. It was funny bumping into him into London, and I was chatting a bit about the World Championships with him. Didn't chat too much, but we had a little talk about it. Obviously, he's going to be very upset about the way things turned out in the World Champs, but he did really well. I mean, obviously he's not world champion, but it's going to be, you're playing for the World Championships. You have a chance to win it. Who knows if you'll ever get a chance again? So he's obviously going to be very upset with that and the way things turned out for him in the end. Do I play professionally or do I have a day job? Well, I'm a professional. I don't necessarily play professional because I'm not strong enough, to be brutally honest. You need to be 2,700 probably to make a living from playing chess. So I'm not strong enough to make a living just playing. But I do a lot of teaching. I do stuff like making videos, and as you're probably well aware, and I do other things as well. This game is going horribly wrong for me, and I enjoy doing numerous chess things. So too many pawns down, but why am I even playing on? So I'll probably stream for another 10 minutes or so. It's kind of turned into a bit of Blitz fun. I didn't actually mean to do that, but that's the way things have turned out. So, but yeah, I mean, the way I make living, I sell chess DVDs. So if you want to support me, you can go to the GingerGM shop. It's a way that you can get better at chess as well. Okay, let's try this opening again, shall we? The Hippo. The Hippo's been going quite well against him, though. Especially when he blunders this pawn. Now, the plan I always like playing. I love playing this G5 and Knight G6. So if you play the Hippo, this is quite a cool way of playing, I think. Because it gives you some chances to maybe attack on the king side later on. My opponent is aiming to block everything out. But this bishop's quite bad now. So I can try to play against that piece. And this now looks like a good Sicilian. Bloody Blitz. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's hard. Blitz is hard work. I don't think Blitz is that good for your chess either. Anyone who says, Blitz is good for your chess, I don't think it is. I think Blitz is something that is fun and something which, is enjoyable. It should be light relief, even though it never really is light relief, is it? I think if you really want to improve, you've got to try and, not play so much. I would say try to calm down the Blitz. don't play more than an hour a day as I'm doing. I only saw because I'm not good at it. Although I'm sure you're not that bad at Blitz. Come on, you're a good player, so I'm sure you can play good Blitz. I don't believe you're completely bad. Someone asking if I ever traded on the stock. No, I never have really. I've never gone into anything like that. Never really interested me that much. I've got lots of friends who do exchanges on stock. I mean, if anything, I prefer. I used to play a lot of poker, so if anything gambling wise, I prefer stuff like playing poker and things like that. Really, so used to play online a lot of poker and poker tournaments and things. I found that more interesting than stocks, but who knows. So he has a very good knight, but my pawns are looking quite good as well. I'm going to try to move these up the board. Let's get my pieces to, again, the best squares I can find. I'd love to get f4 and something like e3 in, but maybe that's very hard to do in this position. I will tuck my king out the way. Just so I don't, at some point later on, it might get in trouble with that. And now I really want to prepare this break. He can't take on a7 because they lose a pawn. Bishop takes knight. And you can see my one idea now. I'm preparing everything to push the pawns forwards. I know a lot of people are not very good at Blitz who are very good at classical chess. For example, Stephen Gordon, Aldo, who I know you know well. Lovely guy, Stephen Gordon, a grandmaster from England, is about 25-50, very good classical player. But I think it's fair to say his Blitz play is pretty bad. He's not very good at Blitz. Oh, this is my opponent's idea. He wants to come here. That's quite interesting. So takes, check. You have d3, check, and I go. Yeah, let's use these pawns. So. Okay, now I was hoping that again my pawns will prevail here. Now that might have been a stupid move because I've allowed his bishop to get on this diagonal. Probably should have just grabbed the pawn immediately. This should be winning for me, but it's quite tricky because I've allowed this bishop c2 move. So I will grab this to start with. Bishop c2. Maybe I have to play rook f7. Bishop c2 is a good move, no? Don't know why he's thinking about that. Threatening checkmate down here. So he has found it. And that's annoying. So I have to play this move. But I lose one of my major pawns now. Or do I? Because I can take here and go rook c7 if he takes my pawn. So he's trying to be tricky again. Now I'd love to get my queen attacking this one. So how can I aim to do that? Is there any way I can aim to do that? No, but I'm going to centralise anyway. Keep things sensible. I should have checked first and come here because then I'd have f3 as a threat. Another little blunder that I'm playing. Stephen's Blitz is 2511. Is it that high? Oh, sorry, Stephen. I didn't realise it was that high. Stephen Gordon's Blitz rating. I mean, I know he's a fantastic player, but I didn't realise his Blitz was so high. Really nice guy as well, Stephen Gordon. One of the nicest guys in chess, I'd say. If you know who I'm talking about, if you're an English player. In danger of losing on time here. Probably not going to lose on position, but on time is very possible. This guy loves checks and stuff, doesn't he? This guy loves checking all over the shop. Oh, I've run into a check. That was crazy. Oh, he didn't see it. He could have... he's just blundered horribly there. bollocks. Ah. Oh dear. I think that sort of sums up that game. Oh dear. Well, I think I maybe deserved that one with my... I don't know, did I deserve that? I'm sure I flagged him another time anyway. That was me getting short of time. Not the best of players short of time. So I think we're going to just finish the stream shortly. Maybe we'll just finish it now up to the hour with a couple more Blitz games. I'll try to play someone else now. And I want to just get, let's say, 2 more games with some crazy gambits. Let's finish it off with some gambits. I think we've gone through all the puzzles I had set up today, unfortunately. I'll give you a little one from my game against Mickey Adams. Okay, well, we have a game now, so we'll continue here. And I'll see if you can spot how Mickey Adams finished to finish it off. But we're finished with 2 more games. I can't play the Leningrad when they play E4, unfortunately. And... Iran is really strong nation of chess, you know. I think they're going to be one of the leading ones. I think basically if you look at the ones that are going to be in 20 years time, I'd say Iran, India, and of course, as someone's mentioned as well, China as well. Of course, we know how strong China are. Russia always going to be good. European countries that are doing well. I don't really know. I mean, Norway is doing very well because of the Magnus effect. Norway's always going to have potential for the future. Someone's asking, where's Charlie? Charlie is around. He was here earlier. You must have missed him. He was here earlier. Chilling out. Was old Charlie. And I'm sure he'll be back again shortly. Can I be really greedy and grab this one? Let's see what happens. Let's just grab the pawn. No fear. Grab a pawn. Okay, so that's his idea. And let's try this one out. I want to kind of get rid of that knight, I think. That knight is a good piece. Mongolia? Really? Mongolia? I've never heard about the Mongolian chess team, Martin. Are they good, are they? Don't know anything about them. Greed is not good. But sometimes I think I might... Am I winning a piece here? Am I winning a piece? I don't know. I'm attacking 2 things. He's got to find a way to defend them. Oh, he has. He's found a way to defend both of them. So no. No is the answer to my question. I wasn't winning a piece. Unless I keep attacking them, and maybe we'll see what happens. No, not winning a piece there at all. Well, thank you, Hallelujah Cat. That's very kind of you. Yeah, I mean, it's nice to be back, be playing, like I say, quite a lot of tournaments. I was going to talk about the tournaments today, but ended up doing some other stuff. I'll try to, you know, obviously, God, this is a horrible position as well. Absolutely falling apart now. Yeah, well, this is disaster zone. Probably just losing a piece here. Okay, we'll try. Can we play bullet? Well, the stream's actually ending now. I'm sort of coming to the end of the stream, as you can tell by the way I'm playing. So I'll probably do a subscribers Blitz session another time. So what I mean by that is I'll play against you guys out there who actually subscribe to the channel, and we'll do that. So, but I think this will be the last game. It's falling completely apart, my position, and I feel something nasty like a smothered mate is going to collapse. I don't. Oh, have a look at. Did I move? Oh, blundered a rook there as well. Okay. Well, let's have a look. Can we get David Howe's game up? This is, if we can. I don't know if it's in the live. They're probably not showing it, are they? No, they're not. Okay, we can have a quick look at Hikaru Nakamura, and these are the two games that are going on at the moment in London, and this is a very important game. This one, so I think to finish the stream actually, we can have a look at this one, and this is Fabiano versus Hikaru. Now, the reason this is a very important game is that if Fabiano wins this game, that's not his rating. That is certainly not his rating. Fabiano has a much higher rating than that. But if Fabiano wins this game, then Fabiano will become #1 in the world rating-wise. He will overtake Magnus Carlsen. So I'm just looking at the opening and intrigued to see that Fabiano is playing the same opening that Magnus Carlsen played against him. Now, b6, I don't really believe is a very good move here. I always thought knight bd7 or c5 is better. But let's see how the game has gone. Clash of the two American players. Seems fairly even at the moment. This looks very dangerous, doesn't it? This looks like it should be a great attacking position for Fabiano now. And he's now starting to use his g-pawn. But Hikaru is quite solid in the centre of the board. So this is the current position after rook and at ad8. I would much prefer to be white here. But I think it's probably only a little bit better for white. Knight f8 does defend h7. So the knight can easily come back to defend the black king here. And white centre's not that good. So I'll probably roughly even, actually. I prefer to be white because there's always some kind of attacking chance here. I mean, even if I was white here, an interesting manoeuvre could be knight h2. What about that for a manoeuvre? I've seen this manoeuvre before. And the point is to try to bring the knight into an aggressive position. Something like knight to f8. Then maybe knight to g4. And you get ready to sacrifice the knight somewhere. So okay. And the other game is MVL versus Aronian. And this is the current position here. Looks fairly interesting. I kind of like Aronian's position, but I suppose Aronian can't move any of his pawns because all the squares are covered. If you go c4, I take that one. And if you go d5, I take that one. So as long as MVL holds these pawn breaks up, then I think he should be doing well here. Okay, so that's just a little bit of... they are live. If you want to have a look at these games in the thing, they are live in the chess.com chat. Saying this one, I think I'd actually prefer to be black because, as Martin's pointed out, the e5 square is really nice to black. Maybe something like knight e5 at some moment is going to come in, and this is a really nice square in c4. So yeah, okay, I'll go for Aronian. So that's me ending my stream today. I'll be back again another time. I can't stream tomorrow, but I'll try to stream Thursday night. I think we'll play a long play game, do something a bit different on Thursday for the stream. Thank you everyone who has joined me for today's stream. I'm going to do an 8-hour stream soon, but that won't be for a week or two. Probably around Christmas time we'll do that. And we'll get some drinks going, a bit of a party atmosphere for that as well. So thank you everyone who's watched it today. And I'll see you all again soon, hopefully. Hope you enjoyed it. Cheers. Have a great day. Thank you very much. Goodbye. See you later. Cheers.